This is a brief tutorial that explains how to take an audio or an audiovisual file from your computer and upload it to the iLearn podcast channel on a Marist College course site. First, you want to make sure you're logged into iLearn and on your course site. And then on your menu, scroll all the way down and click Help. Go to the podcast topic and take a look at the overview. Note of great importance here is that the podcast tool does support many file types, including the ones listed here: MP3, which is a sound file, MP4, which is an audiovisual file, even PowerPoint. I know also it'll support WAV files and a few other formats, but it will not allow you to upload or open certain types of files. So you want to make sure that your file is supported by iLearn before you upload it. Read through the rest of the information and then scrolling down to accessing the podcast homepage. You would access your podcast tool in the same menu column that you found the help function. That's assuming the faculty member has set the podcast tool as one of the options you can use under that menu. Assuming that's already been done, and I do that for all my courses at Marist, you would simply go to the menu, Communication Tools and Course Tools, and click on Podcast. Then you'll be seeing a page similar to this. Note that the instructor is going to have certain permission settings. Again, I've set my podcast channel to allow students to upload, edit, and delete their own podcasts. This is a look at what you might see in a podcast channel that contains some content. You'll see the date it was uploaded. You'll see the title, and if you've done so, when you enter a description, you'll see a description beneath here. The basic tools that you'll be using with the podcast is the download link, and as the author, you can edit or delete your podcasts. So once you publish the podcast, other students and faculty in the class can go to the podcast channel, click download to download that file to their computer, and then listen or watch. From there, you'll be clicking on the Add button, and just take a look at the Help section for Add. You'll see several protocols you need to take care of. Choosing the file, simple browse your computer, locate the file, designate it for upload, but this is very important. The publishing date and time. You would click on that calendar, make sure your date is entered in the month, day, year format, and notice that's a 4-year format, and then hours. If you put in the wrong settings, let's say set this too far in the future by accident, then your podcast will be shaded out and people won't be able to see it or download it. So make sure you either set it for immediate opening or type in the date and time and year that you want it to open. Double check that before you finish. You would add a title and preferably a short description with your name, the topic, and any instructions you might want to include. Then again, if you're the author, you can go back, you can edit, you can delete, and the instructor has a variety of tools for, again, editing permissions and accessing everyone's podcast. So I think that'll help for students who are new to iLearn and trying to figure out how to use the podcast tool. Good luck and have fun with it.